outstanding football team, obviously. You just tell they're just so well coached. But their defense came out to play offensively. It just caused problems for you. We were very fortunate in the first half to come out of there, even with the lead. It was a huge turn of events when they were driving late, and there was that penalty, chop block penalty that cost them really a chance to score a touchdown and run out the rest of the clock for that. They got pushed back, had to kick a field goal. We were at least smart enough to use our timeouts and leave us a little bit on the clock, and offense just did a beautiful job of getting down the field in less than a minute with no timeouts to use. And put 7 on the board. I thought that was by far the biggest turning point of the game. We're up by 10. We might have been down by 4, really. So it was just a good job the way we finished that half. Then we come out, get a couple 3-and-outs, score some touchdowns, and it got to the point where it was very difficult for that style of offense to come back and do things that you're just not used to doing. So that's what we were hoping to get the point differential where they would get uncomfortable sticking with their plan, and it worked out well for us.
Coach, you talked about the cut block. Is that something you would maybe talk to the referee before the game to watch out for, make sure?
Well, there's a difference between a cut block and a chop block.
That's what I'm saying. To make
Yeah, the cut block's legal unless you go from outside in. Chop block, of course, is when you get a high-low situation. I think they call it chop on the that second quarter, late in the second quarter call. But yeah, we got as much film up as we could on some questionable calls and or questionable plays. Is this a cut? Is this a legal cut? Is this a chop block type thing? So we send it to our officials, and then Steve Shaw comes back and says, this would have been a penalty, this would not be a penalty. So we just want to make sure we understood it well. We want to make sure our officials understood it well and got to see film, as much film as possible, to be able to make that determination.
Mark, normally when you play a triple option team, it's 1 week, survive, and move on. This time around, you feel better entering Georgia Tech having done this, or you kind of dread it?
Well, it's not fun to prepare for. I can tell you that. So I don't know if everybody's looking forward to doing it again, but the bottom line is we got to go hook it up and practice again and do our best. But Georgia Southern and Georgia Tech don't really run it quite the same either. It's not like it's a carbon copy by any stretch of the imagination. They both do some different things. There are some similarities in the types of blocks on the perimeter that you got to really learn to deal with, and hopefully we learn some lessons there. But I mean, if you're playing Georgia Southern and Georgia Tech in the same season, I think it's in your best interest to do it back to back, because you just got to change all your gears, and to have to do it twice, it'd be tougher to do. But is it going to give us a great advantage this week? I wouldn't say that, but it's just where you don't have to reorganize, your practices and everything. We'll be able to pretty much practice the same as last week, except that we probably won't put pads on Monday because we've got enough of a start of what it's going to look like.